Hey, what's up guys? Andrew here. Today we're looking at the Dreame D9 robot from Dreame. This is one of the strongest suction vacuums at this price point, coming in at 3000 PA. You do get a lot of bells and whistles like 150-minute runtime, Alexa, smart mapping for carpet and hard floor, and more. Alright, let's dive in and take a look. Without further ado, let's go and unbox this Dreame D9 vacuum. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dreame D9. First unboxing, you can greet it with here some instruction manual and some pamphlets. Chinese wording. Here goes the vacuum itself, and put it to the side right quick. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. This looks like the charging cable. Next up, this one's kind of hard to get out. Let me see here. So this is the docking station for the vacuum. Just plug your charger directly in here. Alright, let's see what's next. This looks like the mop and the brush. Yep. Here goes your bristles for the vacuum. This is what helps pick up debris and suck it up. Alright, next up is your mop. This one you can fill up water and just start mopping away. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's get to the main attraction of the show. And this is the Dreame D9 from Dreame. Take a look at this. Beautiful unboxing of this vacuum. Just look at the design of it. This looks very slick and stylish for a vacuum. Especially in that beautiful glossy white finish. It just looks very stylish. Alright, now let's take a look at the bottom side of the Dreame D9. This is where all the magic happens. Here goes your 360-degree roller wheel. This is how it navigates around tight spaces and corners. Next up is your 2 pins for your charger. Make sure you keep this one clean on the contact as well as the charging base. That way it can ensure a smooth charging operation. You got your sensors here to detect how high the carpet and whether it's falling or not. So it's very important, these 6 sensors, and they do their job really well. Here goes your rotating bristle. It is detachable, so you can't replace it. Let's look at the attachment for the mop. Here goes your pins to detect the mop. There it goes. Just open this hole to fill it up with water. Or they do not recommend solutions, so do not put that. But I'll keep you guys updated. And there goes your soft padding on top for the mop. So we'll see how this performs shortly. And just press on the sides to release it. Next up is your 2 giant motor wheels. This is what powers this thing around your house with ease. See, they're very flexible, and it just depends on the height of the carpet. It can just rotate just with ease. Just open up the roller here and take a look at the rollers. There goes your roller and your bristles. Here's a pro tip. If you do get this vacuum, I like to open this up right here and just clean it about once a week. That way you can take out all the hair and other debris, just slowing it down. That way you'll get a longer battery life and just easier on the motors. Alright, let's get back on top of this beauty. This is the Dreame D9 here. Here goes your sensors on top. You got LiDAR sensors all around. This vacuum has a ton of sensors, especially LiDAR sensors, to help it navigate around with ease and help get around your house without tripping or falling over stuff. It's a very advanced vacuum. Let's take a look at the back here. Here goes your vents for your motor. Here goes your secondary vent. Let's turn this on right quick and see how it performs. That's just to get a general idea how it moves around and turns on. Let me hit this home button. Wow, look at that. How cool is that? This thing is super awesome. I was so excited when I first got it. I was like jumping with joy. Look at that. It's starting to sense around and navigate with the sensors. Make sure and not anything's in its path. Oh, don't fall down. It is on the studio table, so it'd be funny if it fell down. I'll just kick my plant out of the way. Alright guys, let's move on to the real world performance. Alright guys, let's test out some real world scenarios right here. I just activated that vacuum on the iOS app. So right now it's detecting the scenery and scanning the area to see where it's going to go. It's using all the LiDAR sensors and other sensors on the bottom to detect it. Let's see if it can round this corner around the table. Wow, look at that. Let's see if we can get out of this tight spot. Whoa, super cool. This is a pretty little cool vacuum. You see those little bristles right there? That's how it detects cleans up the tight little areas and scoops up the dirt. Let's see if it can round this corner around the chimney bricks. Wow. Very impressive. The Dreame D9 is taking action. Look at it go. It can also go on from hardwood floor to carpet with ease, based on those two strong motors and those sensors on the bottom that detects the height and the surrounding areas. Just look how cool this is. How it just navigates around the couches and the carpet and different surface with ease. Very impressive. Now we're going to do another test here. Right now it's going through the main area of the living room of my house. Let's see if it can pick up some of these debris that I left here. You see that little white little piece right here? Let's see if it can scoop it up. Yep, it did its job. Now let's see if it can go around this little chalkboard table I have. This is a pretty smart little vacuum, I tell you. Look how it just jumps to a different surface right there where it hit the carpet. Let's see if it can, how it navigates around the carpet. Look at that. Very precision control. Look how cool that is. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. This vacuum will come in handy, especially with the long day of kids playing in the living room and making a mess and eating chips, crackers, you name it. But with a vacuum like this, you do have to prep the area for it to be efficient. Yeah, that means you have to pick up the shoes, toys, other objects that are going to be in its way that will prevent it from cleaning. But let's see how this thing navigates around. See how it just jumps the carpet like nothing? So far, I'm very impressed. Back then, I thought these vacuums were a gimmick and a waste of money, but after testing this one out, I can see why people fall in love with these. It is such a time saver and just very efficient. Especially after a long day at work and you don't feel like messing with the vacuum or cleaning up after kids. Just pick up the main objects like the toys and the shoes and get those objects out of the way and let this vacuum do its magic. It can save you a lot of time throughout the day. Let's see how it jumps the carpet. Look at that, very smooth. Look how it just navigates around with ease. Let me see if it can round this corner. Oh, it's thinking. Just jumped another curb. Very smart. Look at that. How cool is that? Next up is the dining room table test. Now this is where the kids make the most mess in my opinion. Let's see how this thing's going to navigate around all these chairs and tables. This is going to be the big test for it. Look how it's navigating its way. That is super impressive, guys. I can't believe I'm this excited about a vacuum cleaner. But keep in mind, this is not a traditional vacuum cleaner. This is a smart vacuum cleaner that uses LiDAR sensors, smart technologies, Wi-Fi, all kinds of sensors and just cool things that go into this kind of vacuum. Look at that. Navigating around. These are some tight spaces. I'm very, very impressed. I know I keep saying that over and over, but it is truly a game changer for me in my opinion. Look at that. I thought I was going to get stuck in this section right here. But nope. It's just going around doing its job. And here goes your canister right here. And this is after 20 minutes of cleaning. Look how much debris and junk it picked up. I'm blown away. And the back is your HEPA filter. God, I couldn't believe how much it picked up in 20 minutes. This little vacuum really did its magic. And this was on the normal suction mode. Imagine on turbo. I'll go through that in a second. Let me close it up here. Alright, next up, let's take a look at the iOS app. It's called Me Home. And this is the Dreame D9 vacuum right here. Let's load it up. Here you can have like a map of where it's gone. And you can have layers where you can block off so you don't want the vacuum to go through. Here goes your suction power levels. You got 4 different modes. Alright, let's test out the vacuum. Let's launch it.
The robot will continue the cleanup. Positioning, please wait. Repositioned successfully. The robot will continue the cleanup.
Now I'm going to give you guys a quick sample of different levels of suction power and you can hear the difference. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, let's go over the mopping function of the Dreame D9. For me, I personally feel like this was its biggest weakness. I mean, don't get me wrong, the mopping function did okay, but I wasn't blown away by its performance. The main selling feature of this Dreame D9 was its suction power, and the performance was excellent. You get long battery life, which has a 5200 milliamp hour battery, which can get you up to 150 minutes, I believe. At $299, and with one of the strongest suction powers on the market in terms of smart vacuums, it's really hard to beat the Dreame D9 smart vacuum. I highly recommend this vacuum if you don't have time, especially if you're a very busy person with kids, and you know how kids always tear up the house and make a big mess. As long as you do your pre-trip and pick up all the big toys and stuff that are in the way, this vacuum will save you loads of time. Alright guys, this was my review of the Dreame D9 Smart Vacuum. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to rate the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.